So, hello everyone. Once again, very such a great pleasure to be sharing our second module with you. As you would already have known from the very first module, my name is Ziggy Owe, and I'll be taking you through the second module, which we call Creating a Powerful You. Guys, this is a very important aspect of this our millionaire school. Like you can see, our logo says transform your reality. So we are trying to ensure that we help people to transform themselves and actually become the best version of themselves, and to also become that most powerful person within that you can become for yourself. Because the bottom line is, you are not going to be able to achieve anything, you're not going to be able to do anything if you yourself don't have that power within yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't create who you want to become, because at the end of the day, you are who you say you are. And a lot of us are, beaten down through our past experiences. We're beaten down through the way we are brought up. We're beaten down through our unions, our marriages, our relationships, and all of that. And in that process, we begin to lose ourselves in all of that. But what I want to let you know today is that you have the capacity, you have the ability, you have to do what you have to do to take back your power and make yourself become the most powerful version of yourself in order to be able to accomplish anything in life, and also to succeed in this business that you have joined in World Ventures. So I want you to always remember that you are who you say you are. And don't ever let your past define you. Yes, your past is part of who you are, but that is your past. And you can begin today to rewrite a new version of yourself. Now, don't also belabor yourself about who you are thinking of in the future, because what you do today is what is going to create that future. But what you can do is to have a purpose and a vision for yourself. Who is that person you want to be? How do you want to be remembered? How do you want people to, when they think about Ziggy or they think about Joseph, what do you want them to picture and envisage in themselves? You have to create that person. I'm going to, at this point, share a story with you. And this happened to me when I just recently got married. My first year was full of bliss. And after that, the second and third year was very trying and all of that. Initially, I was blaming everything on my own husband and my partner. But after a while, I decided to actually take a step back and reflect and, just think about the whole situation. And I realized that I had become the cause of the problem, because I had lost that powerful self, who I was, that powerful person whom he was initially attracted to. My husband wooed me for 3 solid years. He chased me for 3 years before I gave him a yes and agreed to date and eventually get married to him. So there was something that he saw that made him go after me for that length of time. But what then happened? When I got into this union, I then became, bogged down with the usual thing that happened with a lot of young women. I became very insecure. He was a very popular, vibrant medical doctor. A lot of the nurses, everyone wanted to be around him. So I became insecure. Now, my insecurity led me to begin to behave in ways that made me look like a weak person, which was very unattractive. So that weakness, that lack of belief in myself, that being insecure and not just feeling that I was good enough anymore, was then changed my entire behavior and the way I was running the whole union and the marriage and all of that. And that cost us a lot of marital problems in our second and third year. So when I now took a step back and asked myself, what is going on? What has changed? Why has my husband changed? Why has this and that? Initially, it was outward, looking outward, which is always the problem with us. But I now forced myself to look inwards, and I realized that I am the one who had changed. I started asking myself, where is that powerful person? Where is that person who was in control of herself that made this man chase me for 3 solid years? I started asking myself those questions. I'll be honest with you, I prayed, prayed for help, prayed for courage, I prayed for wisdom. So courage and wisdom are two things I can assure you you need to become the best version of yourself, to become that powerful you from within. And of course, I became very grounded in my spiritual faith as well. So those were the things that helped me. And I'm telling you, once I was able to get that, get myself back into that center, I started becoming that powerful person I was again. I started occupying myself with things that gave me joy, things that made me feel worthy, things that gave me, that inner strength again. And I'm telling you, it completely changed the game again in our union. My husband started to look up to me again, or that lady who he saw with a lot of strength. And that is the truth in life. People follow strength and not weakness. So you have to ensure that you yourself must be powerful within yourself, must have that belief in yourself, must have that absolute confidence in who you are, in your gifts, in your nature, in what you have to offer to other people before anybody else, for that matter, can begin to recognize that in you. So, whatever it is or whatever situation you are, and you find yourself losing yourself, take a step back, begin to reflect and ask yourself, what are those things? What are those things that I'm doing to myself? What are those things that I'm saying to myself? Because at the end of the day, it is who you are, who you say you are. You are who you say you are. If you talk down on yourself, if you belittle yourself, if you, keep comparing yourself to the opinion of other people, if you keep judging yourself to all the, the opinions of other people, you definitely will not, you'll be beaten down, and that power within you cannot arise. So through this exercise, we want you to now begin a new journey of asking yourself, who am I? Who do I want to become? What are the deep inner gifts and powers and strengths that I've been endowed with? I personally, I'm a human being like every other person. I will not let my neighbors, my friends, my relatives define who I am. I will not let my past dictate my future. I can start today to rewrite that. Now, bringing it down to our business, guys, we know that World Ventures is not for the sissies. You have to be a very strong person within to go through World Ventures, because you will meet a lot of adversity. You're dealing with human beings every day, and we are the most difficult people to deal with. You're not dealing with machines. You have different characters, different backgrounds, different faiths, different diversities and all that. And so you need to be able to deal with all these things with respect and all of that. But if you are not grounded in your own self, you'll be completely swallowed up by all of that. So in this business, you need to be well grounded within yourself. You need to have that absolute confidence and believe in yourself, and also know that, be grounded and know that you have the power to achieve. You have the power to be a champion. You have the power to be a winner. Tell yourself that you are now fearless. You are that person that can achieve what anyone else can achieve, and you're going to do what it takes to unleash that beast within you. Do what it takes to unleash that talent within you. Even when you are dealing with your prospects, if you are not grounded, if you don't have that inner conviction of your self-worth and power, you will always feel lower than the people that you go to meet. So you have to build up yourself from within. You have to pay attention to what you say to yourself, how you address yourself, how you talk to yourself inside of your mind. These are all the things that mess around with how you see yourself and how strong of a person you become, and how you begin to build up that power within you. And so, guys, when I took that decision 3 years into my marriage to make that turnaround, I'm telling you, it was as if I was steering the ship the other way around. And that is, it was a very life-changing experience. I began to work on myself. I began to occupy myself in those things that gave me joy, that made me feel worthy. I began to keep myself busy. That is another major factor in actually unleashing the power within you. Trying new things, trying all sorts of different things to discover your talents, your gift, and who you are, and that empowers you. When you keep yourself busy in action, I always tell people action cures everything. So when you embed yourself in taking constant, massive action, even in your business right now, or in your family life, or whatever it is you're doing, you find out that you begin to discover a new person, different aspects of yourself that you never even knew, and all the things that you really, really have been endowed with, and that helps you to create that power from within. Pay attention. Always see yourself as one who has already been blessed, one who has also been endowed just like everybody else. Always see yourself as one who is a winner. Position yourself within your mind that you yourself, you're an achiever and a winner. And that way you begin to unleash the power. Every time you're faced with a difficult moment, if you want to say, oh, I can't do it, you tell yourself, no, I can. I definitely can. If so-and-so person can do it, so can I. They don't have 7 heads. So always prompt yourself, always push yourself, always prompt yourself to face anything that seems to be, a big obstacle within you, and begin to write down for yourself who you want to become. Who is it you want to become? How do you want to be remembered? What legacy do you want to leave? These are some of the things that will help you to unleash that powerful person within you. Write all those things. Define yourself. Write down who you want to become and what you want to be remembered as. And begin now to work towards achieving that purpose for yourself. And I'm telling you, that strong person that lies deep within you will begin to arise. And always, never, ever, ever address yourself with negativity or negative words. Never be apologetic of who you are, of what or who you want to become. Only you can write your own story. Only you can choose who you are. Don't let the opinions of others define that for you. So even in this business, same thing. You need that inner strength and power to push through the adversities. You need that to stay grounded while you interact with all the different diversities you get to meet in the business. So guys, this is a very short lesson for today, but I would love to close this address with a short video which I'm going to play with you. I want to play for you rather. I'd like you to pay attention to the words, and hopefully this can really help you to unleash that power within yourself. Just a second while I pull it up now.
There's an African proverb that reads, "When there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm." When you refuse to allow any doubts in your own mind, then no doubts from others will ever cloud your judgment. When you create a strong mind, there can be no other that will defeat you with their words or with their judgments. When you believe in you, you need no other to believe in you. Because others really have no say in who you will become. Only you have that say. Only you can decide if others' opinions become reality or you create your own fate. The greatest challenge and the greatest obstacle any human will face is their own doubts, their own fears, and their own conditioned thoughts. If you want to live your dream, you will have to fight for it. You will have to fight the greatest battles of your life. You will have to battle the external enemy. People who don't believe in you. People who do you wrong. People who put you down. You will have to battle the intimate enemy. Those close to you who might do you wrong, or maybe you assume don't believe in you. Those who want the best for you, but their idea of support is to remind you of what can't be done or shouldn't be attempted. But the worst of all is the internal enemy. You will have to battle what seems like an army in your own head, an army of doubt, fear of failure, fear of judgment, lack of belief. The voices inside the head saying, I am not good enough. I'm not worthy. I want to do this, but I can't. I want to give to those I love, but I can't. I'm not worthy of love. I'll never be able to do this. I am hopeless. I've tried everything. The world is against me. No one believes in me. My life's not worth living. There is no greater pain that can be inflicted on you than your own internal enemy. Your own thoughts will cause you more pain than anyone or anything. They can be likened to a terrorist living in your soul. But when you learn to control and direct your mind, you can direct that internal voice to work for you rather than against you. You get it to work for you by creating a compelling future. A future you will be proud to achieve, proud to live through. You do this by not just having goals, but having meaningful goals. Goals that get you excited to wake up every morning. You do this by understanding what your purpose in life really is. What are you doing it all for? When you know these things, when you work on yourself daily, you can quiet that voice in your head. You can feel good enough because you are good enough. But it does take a commitment of daily practice to work on yourself. Cut out something that you spend a lot of time on that does nothing good for your life and replace it with daily work on you. Empower yourself. Set your life up to win.
Yeah, so I hope you paid attention to that video, guys. What I want to tell you is that the power of internal programming is real. So you need to program yourself internally to become what you want to become. Program yourself, with a sense of urgency to achieve in life because we only have today. You literally don't know how much you have. If you were told that today were your last day, what exactly will you be doing? So you need to begin to program yourself internally to actually become that powerful person that you want to become. So program yourself internally with a sense of urgency. Program yourself internally with a sense of commitment to you, your life, and what you want to achieve and through your business. Program yourself internally to become a winner, to become one who will never quit no matter what. So it's all about what you tell yourself inwardly, how you program yourself, and change the programming that has been done up until now in your life. A lot of us are born winners, but we're programmed to lose. So don't let that external programming or the internal programming that you yourself has allowed to become part of you to take control of your life. Begin today and tell yourself, I'm going to reprogram my life. I'm going to rediscover who I am, whom I want to become, that person that can literally move mountains with all the help and tools and skills that we have available in this business. So write down now who you are, how you want to be remembered, what legacy do you want to leave, how do you want people to picture you when they hear your name. Write these things down and begin to internally program yourself towards achieving these goals. I want to thank you very much, and I look forward to sharing my last 10 minutes tips event in our next in the meeting we're going to have over the weekend. Thank you very much. But this session, very, very important session. If you cannot unleash that powerful person in you, you will struggle throughout, not only in this business, but in everything you do in life. So the whole journey starts with you and how you begin to empower yourself and bring out the best version, that power in you, that person that will that believes in themselves and, that has the optimum confidence that no matter what stands in front of you, you believe that you're enough. You believe that you have what it takes to make it happen. So thank you very much and look forward to talking to you again soon.